So we left you in previous video with an arch, and then we say let's git clone some scripts, run the scripts. We got ourselves a plasma. We've installed Firefox manually, and then we noticed that all the packages that we, well, if you update, first of all, update, no clue what that is. So back to Arch. If you update your systems, you have only 2 lines. In here, in the script that we launched, so we've launched this one, there's also a reference to the Archway, a link to the ArcoLinux-spices tool desktop. I don't know if that's, yep, gonna work, great. So an immediate link to ArcoLinux info, and if you go to the home page, it's always gonna be on the home page at the bottom. We have the tools, the tweak tool, the spices application. That's what we need now. Install our ArcoLinux packages on any ArcoLinux based distro. So surely on ArcoLinux, but also on EndeavourOS, also Garuda, etc. These are all our apps, cool. But we need the one, right? So we can actually go back like this. Here is the button that we're going to use. Some explanations if you are in TTY and so and such more, but there's the button to click in, download. Then you go for open terminal, sudo pacman -u, install this, nobody else, you will install that, and that's what you need to remember. That's installed. It's actually an application, but there is also ASA, so we can launch it like that. ArcoLinux Spices application, ASA, ASA. Click. It wants to know my password. I forgot it. Nah, I'm joking. Voila, there you go. And it says, ooh, error, executing command as another user, not authorized. So I have no control over this thing. That's strange. Close. So what did I type? Let's do that over. Did I do sudo? And I don't know. Let's see. ArcoLinux-spices. Okay, whatever I did. Ah, yes, true. I did this. So ASA. Oh, there's no polkit, is there? There is something at least, because this is polkit. My password is this. Oh, error, executing command as another user, not authorized. I can't install it. Why can I not install it? Close. So Control T, sudo, let's do this. Sudo alternatives, ArcoLinux, that's not gonna work. Hey, why is it not gonna work? There you are. And sudo ArcoLinux-spices. Okay. Done. Update now. Should I read my own texts? I guess so. So there is a little bit difference. I don't recall that it was that difficult in the past. Oh, there is a sudo here in front. But okay, figured it out. It has to be sudo. And then update doesn't exist. Sudo pacman -s yyu. And there we are, right? We have more repos. Where can we buy our stuff? Here. Stores. Basically, it's a repository, is a store. And all the things we've missed and was not installed by running number 100 will work now. So I'm gonna go for 100. And then it says no such display. Ah, yeah, true. So I need to do a .sh. I'm gonna rename this one, this bear thing, maybe 101. Actually, watch me do this. This is super interesting. I'm gonna pause the recording. I'm gonna go to my machine and do some work. That took me 5 seconds. What changed? And this is interesting. Keep files, keep the GitHub references on your machine somewhere. And then you do later, in a few months time, git pull. And then you see that I've renamed it. I've renamed the 100 display and this the bare one to 101. So I don't have the issue. So this one and this one have a different number. So no more confusion. So I always type 100 tab and it works, right? Because we had 200s. Pacman says, or the machine says, hey, which one, right? Done. So if we run 100 again, all the missing stuff, ArcoLinux RKDE, let's have a quick look. Open. Voila. Anything ArcoLinux, of course ArcoLinux has no clue what this is. But now, with the repos, off it goes installing ArcoLinux this and ArcoLinux that and ArcoLinux this. And guess what you end up with? Not with ArcoLinux, with ArcoLinux. And yes, it's ArcoLinux, but now it's also ArcoLinux, right? So don't think in boxes. Don't. Doesn't make sense. I do a scal, but scal, command not found. I do love my aliases, so I'm a bash guy, again also important. So ArcoLinux bash completion is not there. Hate that when that happens. So bash completion, get in there. So next time I log out, then it will work, not now. But it will be there at least. And then I want to have ArcoLinux, I need to know it now out of my head, root git. In that one is the bash RC. I am only using bash RC always. And scal is not in there. Scal is gonna be in our system configuration with all the pacman hooks as well. So that's also interesting to have. Scal, yay, scal is there. Right, so any information that's in the etc scal is now copy pasted over. Now I log out. Well, there's still a lot of things to do, but you get the drift. You know what I'm getting at. It doesn't matter how you start. In the end, you can create from an ArcoLinux a Garuda, an EndeavourOS, an ArcoLinux, a Carly, a Sierra, right? It doesn't really matter with what you start. So you know what you're doing, it doesn't really matter. This is one of the things I don't like, the services. The last thing that you did is relaunched again, so that's somewhere in the settings of SDDM. I want to have my design, my looks, etc. He's slow. Okay, there he is. We've got our looks. We need more applications, much more. But we have basically ArcoLinux. And wherever NeoFetch, whatever NeoFetch says, it's just an app that looks at the file and that shows you a logo. And that logo is there because of the system config, and otherwise it would have been the ArcoLinux logo or the EndeavourOS logo. Big Linux logo. There are so many ArcoLinux based distros. All I care about is you learning about ArcoLinux and then choose whatever you want, and hopefully at some point in time become independent of any distro and just use Arch and say, I'll grab this here and grab that there. These guys made a beautiful i3 and these guys made a beautiful, I don't know, Hyperlink, and you keep on developing on their code and making Hyperlink your Hyperlink, etc. That's the goal, right? Education wise, teach you, learn how to maintain and play with an operating system basically. All right, have fun. Cheers.